You have been watching your life like a movie you're not even in. Your old self's dead, but the new one hasn't shown up yet. And everybody's in your ear going, just heal, or you need to work harder and snap out of it. And it feels like instructions are being given to a person who doesn't exist anymore. I spent 67 days in the exact void, smoking myself numb after my whole identity collapsed. What I discovered on day 67 didn't just get me out, it revealed a pattern that happens to everyone between their old life and their new life. Nobody talks about this dead zone because they forget it once they're through it. I documented every single day, and what happened around day 67 changed everything. A year before the void, I'm the perfect contradiction. I had a 3.93 GPA, med school track, but I spent every single day high playing the guitar. I'd wake up, I'd smoke, I'd bang, and then I'd work at the hospital. And I'd repeat that every day. Then something shifted, and it wasn't overnight, but it was slowly. I saw every single doctor I scribed for living the exact same copy-paste life. It was the same house, same routine, same dead eyes, same everything. So I'm listening to this doctor explain, she makes 500K, she was explaining a procedure. All I could think is, in 10 years, that's gonna be me, different face, same prison. Summer 2022, I discovered business, I fell in love with copywriting. Oh, I can build something real, like this will be mine. More than that though, I wanted to start building a legacy. I wanted to build a family, I wanted to build things that mattered to me. My girl at the time didn't get it, and not because she was wrong, it was because I out of nowhere came in and was like, I'm gonna change all the rules with what we're doing. She fell in love with the party boy who played guitar all day, and out of nowhere, I'm talking about building a life, and she's still trying to drag me out to clubs. August 2022, the fights get really vicious, and it wasn't about me throwing away medicine. It was about me choosing building over partying, choosing discipline over getting fucked up every weekend, every day. Her friends were filling her head with, oh, he's not fun, you need to have fun, you're in your 20s. I just didn't want that life anymore. October 2022 comes around and everything implodes. She's screaming at me, you're not fun. I'm screaming, you have no vision. Both of us are right, both of us are wrong, but we're talking to ghosts of like the old versions of ourselves. The first 30 days after October were like pure void. I wasn't depressed, but I was like unplugged from life. Like somebody pulled my soul out of my body and forgot to put it back. So she moves in back with her parents. I had the whole house to myself, and I should have felt like this crazy free bachelor. Instead, I felt like I was haunting my own home. My routine became the same. It was robotic. The doctor office shifts, the gym, cold emails, I'd sleep, and then I'd repeat it. I wasn't there for any of that. Day 31, tiny flicker. This redhead at work, we started talking, we ended up hitting it off. It wasn't anything deep, but for a few minutes, I remembered what it felt like to exist, and then I went back to static. Day 45, another flicker. I landed my first client. It was zero pay, but I was like, oh my God, I'm doing something. Like this is starting to pick up. It shouldn't have mattered, but for 10 seconds, I felt real. Then it was gone again. Day 60, I hit rock bottom. I was like a costume of productivity. I was hitting the gym, I was sending emails, I was smoking myself into oblivion, but inside I just felt hollow. I was just going through the motions. Every day felt the exact same. I just felt dead inside. Everybody thought I was doing great. They were like, oh, you're focusing on yourself. That's great for you. They couldn't see it. I wasn't focusing on anything. I was just running like a computer program. Day 67 after October, it was December 2022. It was a Tuesday at 8:47 p.m. I'm in my home. I'm just smoking. I scroll through Instagram and I see one of my old friends. They bought a house. They're getting married. They look genuinely alive. And instead of jealousy or sadness, I felt like violent disgust. And it was at myself, at this ghost of a shell I became. And it was at the fact that I was building a fake life and I couldn't even enjoy it. I stood up and I bolted to the bathroom. And I remember I flicked my hair up and I was looking at my bloodshot eyes and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And the answer is nothing. I was doing all the right things. I was going to the gym. I was focusing on business. I was growing, but I wasn't present for any of it. So the next morning was different. It wasn't motivation. There was nothing inspiring. I was just here, actually here for the first time in 67 days. I didn't smoke that morning, not because I was just declaring it to myself, but I just didn't. I was sending emails and actually cared if they worked. I hit the gym and I felt my body. I felt my skin again. And within 23 days, everything changed. It wasn't because I did anything different. It was like I was finally present to experience everything I was doing. I was living life. And after living through it, I started seeing this pattern everywhere. Somebody gets divorced, 72 days later, that person's reborn. Somebody gets fired, 68 days later, she launches her own thing. It was always like 60 to 90 days, always the same stages. And here's what I wish somebody told me. When I was on day 30, I felt like a ghost. I was in stillness. Your brain's literally deleting who you were. You feel empty because you are empty. The old self's just uninstalled And you can't speed that part up. You can only survive. There's nothing left. The old version of you is dead. I would recommend what you should do there is pick one activity, just one anchor. Mine was the gym. It didn't matter what it was. It was just something that you could do every single day, no matter how dead you feel. This is your only job. Just maintain one thread of consistency while everything else burns. After that, what happens is you get a spark. That's day 31 to 60. These tiny moments where you feel alive for like 3 seconds. It's a small conversation or a small win or a random urge to try something. They're not random. These are your new self testing the connection. Do not chase them. Do not force them. Do not look for them. Write them down if they pop up, but they're breadcrumbs leading you to who you're becoming. Then comes structure, day 61 to 75. This is where most people fuck up. You'll feel really ready to rebuild everything at once. Don't do that. Add one new element to your anchor. You don't want to burn out. I added cold emails to my gym routine. That was it. Finally, surge, day 76 to 90. That's when everything clicks, and it's not gradually. It's a boom. You wake up and you're like, I'm not watching life anymore. I'm living. I'm the same activities that I was doing, and they're producing results. I feel good. I have a feeling towards them. I have a drive towards them, and I can receive the good feelings back. The only way out is through yourself, and knowing where you're in the pattern process changes everything. My day 67 was in December 2022. Since then, everything has changed, and not just externally, but internally. I'm in my peak physical health, 0 substances controlling me. I'm building real connections in multiple cities with entrepreneurs and spiritual groups and creators, like people actually doing shit. My business hit 25K a month this month, and the biggest change was my hypervigilance, that paranoia that I had, that if am I enough, is gone. This is what the void teaches you. When everything is burning down and you survive, you were never in danger. You were just changing. The relationships that needed to die, the identity that collapsed was a prison. The 67 days of hell I went through were just my brain reforming for who I was supposed to be. Right now, you're in your void and you're like, I'm broken. You're not. You're just updating. And the massive update is coming, which is why it's taking so long. Your only job is to survive in the installation process. One anchor activity, notice the sparks, don't rebuild too fast, and know that day 67 or 58 or 74 is coming for you. The person you're becoming is worth the wait. So everybody's on day something. You're on day something right now. You know the number. You've been counting, even if you want to admit it. Your subconscious has been counting. I want you to drop it in the comments below. Just the number. Say day 23 or day 67 or day 12. Here's why this matters. People on the same day report the exact same feelings. Day 12s all feel like ghosts. Day 45s report these weird 3-second sparks of passion. Day 67s all say the same thing. I'm back, baby. I'll be dropping deep dives on different stages, what's actually happening in your brain, why you can't feel anything, and the one thing you need to do to get through it. But honestly, the real value is seeing when you're not alone in this. When you see 50 other people on day 38, also feeling like nothing, also thinking they're broken, you realize I'm right on track. Treat yourself nice. You're on schedule. Your day 67 moment is coming. Already marked on the calendar. You just can't see it yet. Drop your number. Let's get through this together.